I had a loss the other day that really stung. For some reason, it really annoyed me. And instead of just letting it be like a bad experience or whatever, I wanted to see what I could learn from it. So maybe it could actually be a win in that regard. So basically, to make a long story short, I was playing a 15-10 game and I got into this position here. And my opponent played this move here, knight takes e5. And I've been studying with one of my old high school buddies and I that still study chess together once a week. Um, we've been working on the woodpecker method book, and there's all kinds of these tactics where you end up taking something and then forking their queen at the end. So like when he did this move, this move here instantly jumped out at me. And I mean, I saw that like basically in a millisecond. And yet incredibly in the game, I decided on playing this move here. And the idea is I wanted to get the tempo on his knight to develop my bishop and attack his pawn on a4. So it was kind of like a strategical consideration. I wanted to like activate my pieces, gain time on his knight, and use that to like have more time to scoop up the a pawn. And one thing I noticed is when I study these, my friend and I used to study like harder tactics on Chessimple. And on the ones that are really hard, where we would both work on them together and spend like 10 minutes on a puzzle, a lot of times what would happen is we would have all these different lines we would look at. And we'd get to the end of the line and it'd be like, oh, well, what's the material count at the end of this like monstrous line that we've just calculated? And like neither one of us have that hard of a time seeing the board necessarily and seeing the picture and keeping track of it. But then we, as we're comparing lines, we just like, oh, what was the like material count in that line? And this is kind of like a mini version of that, because like I saw the tactic instantly, and I should have just had like a mental count. Okay, I'm up a piece, right? I'm up a piece, and yeah, his queen is kind of in an annoying spot because he might get some activity on this pawn. And it would be better if I could, be up two pieces and have a kind of a position like I had in the game where, I get something like this. But the problem is I'm not up two pieces. So somewhere kind of the wires got disconnected there. And so I did get some advice on this, and I'm going to try this idea, and I'm going to go through that here in a minute. But I think it's like important to like, instead of just like being, this is just a stupid, easy thing I missed, kind of a one-off thing. Well, it did cost me the game. I ended up losing this game, and I was, completely winning position. And I think like at the level that I'm at now, you'll still have a lot of games where people will just throw pieces at you like this guy did. So a suggestion I got that I'm going to start doing, I'm going to incorporate it into my pregame routine. My pregame routine, I do some vision exercises on chess.com, and then I follow it up with like a little under 15 minutes worth of tactics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an adjustment to that routine, because part of it is I don't want to get paralysis by analysis where I'm constantly changing my my methods and everything like that, and my routines for chess improvement based on results of a game. But I think when you have certain ones that really kind of stick out to you, you can make adjustments to what you're already doing, or maybe even add something on as an adjunct. But what I'm going to do, and I thought this was a good suggestion, I'm going to switch over to Chessimple, is it was suggested to me actually maybe to use chess.com, and you can select the tactical motif of the tactics you're doing. I happen to go over to chess.com or Chessimple, and I'm actually going to do it through there. But you can see like there's an option to change the puzzle set, and you can bring that up, and you can expand this themes and motifs, and you can just be presented with puzzles that include a certain tactical motif within them. Now they may combine different motifs, but they will for sure have the tactical motif that you select. And what was suggested, and I think it's a good idea, is to select hanging pieces as the tactical motif. And then what I did is, I guess on chess.com, you can do it by like rating range. Like maybe you could put in 12 to 1400 or something. The idea is I put the difficulty on chess tempo to medium. If you do easy, it'll probably be just pieces that are completely loose and you just kind of grab them. The idea is to get one similar to the one I had in the game, where you got to make sure you don't lose track of count, or you just don't miss opportunities and people just throw pieces at you. So that's what I did. I set it to hanging pieces and I set it to medium. And my idea is to do these puzzles as part of my warm-up game before I play my serious game that I play a few times a week. So basically, if I put up a puzzle, the theme will be hanging pieces. So like one thing you'll notice, like in this puzzle, is we got this piece, has is under defended because it's got two rooks on it, and this piece here is attacked. So it'll be kind of like good training, so that when somebody makes like a mistake, and leaves pieces hanging, maybe not just like out there hanging without any protection at all, but like in this case, you got a couple things going on. You can work on that, and then if you get it wrong, go back through and try to figure out why you got it wrong. So maybe what I'll do, instead of spending time on the video trying to figure it out, I'll just play a move like, okay, so like I got it wrong. And so then what you can do is you can go through the puzzle and you can see, oh, I should have played bishop takes rook. And then this way you kind of get the best of both worlds. So I know it's kind of like baby steps or back to basics or something like that, but I have made a few mistakes like this, and for some reason this one really, left a bad taste in my mouth. But I think it's important to like see what you can learn from your losses and see how you can incorporate that into a plan for improvement. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next month or so, instead of just having it on my regular puzzle set when I do my warm-ups. I'm going to like kind of focus on these this motif of where you have a hanging piece in there, or you have to like do the piece count, so you just don't give away easy opportunities like that. So anyway, it's just a short little video. Hopefully it's useful. Have a good one. Bye.